bingo! In today's video, we are going to be recording the bingo video. Now, today is a Friday. It's not because it's Bingo Friday. That's not a thing. It's because we're recording the bingo video today. Today, we're watching a Bronze Winston. Let's see how it goes. Will high ground be taken? Will there be long team fights? I don't know. Let's find out. All right. So far, we have... All right, so far, there you go. Taking the high ground is always important. We always talk about this, which is good. This is certainly some gameplay. So I'm gonna pause already. When you use your bubble, think of it as a way to like create space for your team. You can use it there if you want, but try not to just use it to sit there and then try to left click people out of range. Now the bubble's good. Yeah, see, there you go. All right, well, we already gonna check off overly aggressive tank. Now, and tank out of LOS. Back to back right there on this bingo card. Oh, tank falls over, I'm a tank. All right, that was 3. Right away. Oh, goes in 1v5, that's 4. Good start. But it's peeling for the support speed, keeping your other support alive. So like if you're playing Brig and your Ana needs heals, you're healing your Ana. A lot of the time it doesn't happen, but it's important because if you keep your support alive, it keeps everybody else out, but then it allows for everybody to pop off. I see you have a go-to play here that actually worked out really well. Nice. Hey, that was a good play. Okay. Remember, the range on the sniper's longer now. Be careful, by the way, of engaging this Reaper. That Reaper is nanoed. That Reaper is nanoed. I was just gonna... Okay. Okay, I like you going for the... You gotta remember that the Reaper is nanoed in that situation. So, like... Oh, yeah. Okay, well, this is fun. Alt Domino. Oh, yeah. We've already hit Alt Domino mode. Might as well just add a sim wall to this. Why not, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was an ultimate. Come on, we might as well sim wall this. Let's go. Oh, there we go. Yep. Oh, yeah. What a treat. This all starts with, they have a nanoed Reaper. You are on Winston. It will not go in your favor, so you need to be a little bit more careful of that. All right. Alt after a team fight is 1/lost. I feel like the sim wall was really late to begin with. CC'd, and then 0 lim ult. Oh, and ultimate domino. Oh, someone ults and falls over immediately. I think that happened too. Everyone stacks in the objective? Yeah, why not? You said, can ulting with low HP even happen on Winston? Isn't that sort of his MO? What, just ulting? Well, like, here's the thing. One of the best things about Winston Ultimate, in my opinion, is like, you ever like sit there and go, hey, what is a good way to be able to help track ultimates for my teammates? Could you think of anything better than Winston ult? Could you? Also, you're going in by yourself again there, which, I mean, it's interesting. No, when you're on Winston, you can easily track their ultimates, because you know you're not going to get in the limb, and they're going to do a bunch of damage to you. That Sigma likes ulting you. Good job jumping out there, by the way. I like that. I like that. Also, people asking what CC is. CC is crowd control. I always heard the terminology in MMOs, but like, obviously in Overwatch you hear it. Basically, it's crowd control. So if you get stunned, slept, booped, that's crowd control. Good job there. Yep. Here we go again! Oh, yeah. Wait a second. Could this be in a limb? Nope. That was a Winston ult, that's for sure. Oh, be careful of 1v1 in the Brig here. You don't want, as a tank, if you 1v1 a support, this is what's gonna happen. Be careful, yep. I was gonna say. Well, I mean, here's the good news. Your team, I think, wins the team fight off of that.
Not quite.
Oh! Chat, we'd love to see it using the interact key. Here we go. little bit of a tip on this map. It's actually, if your team has the opportunity to hold right here, it is very, very good, and I'll explain why. There's a little bit of like RP that happens at this doorway here that it opens up and the cart needs to go through there and all of that. So if you're able to actually hold the team fight here and like not get snowballed after that, it's good because you actually buy yourself an extra team fight, and it takes a bit for that to go through there. If it's possible. Keep in mind this Sigma's a little bit aggressive, so I don't know if it's actually gonna work. It can be a really good play. It could be a really good play. Uh-oh. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna check off. I'm checking off spamming cooldowns. Hear me out. I feel like when you're on Winston, you have like a same rotation that you're using, but there's no like rhyme or reason as to why you're using it. You just have a rotation that you're using. You go in, you bubble. You go up to somebody, you bubble. It's cool to have that, but sometimes you don't need to bubble off the Sigma when your teammates are up. So like it feels like you're just using the same buttons over and over again. I hear the Reaper in your backline. So what's your play here?
I'm on fire.
Jump in, bubble. Yep. Jumping out's good. Like that is fine though. Like that, like you don't necessarily have to bubble that, but like what you're doing with the rotation is fine. As in like going in, then going out, building up ult charge for your supports. That's how you get ults out. That's how you build supports to ult charge. That part I like. It's just more of the spamming of the cooldown. All right, might as well just go in here and bubble randomly. All right, there we go. Like you have to think about why you're using the bubble, right? All right, time to jump in. Hope you get your ult in time. And then bubble. Actually, I like you backing away here. Good job. All right, jump in. Like, do you get what I'm saying here at this point? Like, you're doing the same thing. You don't need to use your bubble yet. I'm glad I paused this. You want to know why? I'm going to count this as frontline support. Sometimes the support goes in, sometimes they don't, but all I see is a Brig that's ahead of the Sigma and everybody. I'm counting. Just counting. All right, time to jump in, and let's ult. Time to ult now. No, it's bubble first. Yeah, you got to bubble in a second here. Get your cooldown up. Oh, no bubble! See, I like that. I like that. See, you're not using your bubble there when you don't need to. That bubble actually ended up working out against the Reaper. All right. I knew you were going to get the Moira there. I didn't want to call it out yet, but I knew you were going to get the Moira. Yeah, I mean, like, working on things like the short jumps, etc., like that, where you, like, use, like, your S key. Yeah, I want you to see the other team's team comp right now and being on Winston right here. This is going to be interesting. Be careful here. Don't overpeak this. You're going to take a lot of damage. No one peeled for your Mercy there. I mean, your Moira. So we're going to count that as no one peels for the supports because I just want to check that off. Okay, so you need to find ways to get value here. So what are you going to do against their comp? All right, this is off to a good start. Time to go into their backline and bubble. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, perfect. Yep. All right. So that's what I mean there is like, you need to find that value now in that comp. No one peels for the supports. Count that as not peeling for supports. Okay. So what's your play here? Let's face tank the diva. Perfect. Yep. So that's why you don't want to face tank the diva, because of that exact... You know what? I'm going to count this for something, chat. Someone is asking for healing where they can't... You didn't necessarily ask for the heals, but we've kind of been changing how this one is. You could have easily went for health pack. You went to your supports trying to get healed up when you could have just went for a health pack. But that's why you don't face tank a diva, okay? Especially with how diva is now. That buff makes it a lot easier to get Winston now, even more so. Oh, yeah, it's a bubble. It's bubble. Yeah, you're definitely just kind of using your bubble to use your bubble. And I'm already seeing that. Okay, here we go. Bubble. Nope. Okay. Good to see that. I'm just trying to predict your bubbles. The Moira? Oh, yeah, that was a very good Moira out by the Moira. Okay, get aggressive. I like this. For now. I like this for now. I like you playing aggressive. But then, like, there's a certain point. You've used all your cooldown. Your HP's getting low. Your healing comp is Mercy Moira. And you're just pushing into their team. Keep pushing into the team. You know what? You're right. I've been holding on to the Winston L for a little bit. You know what, chat? Let's check that one off. We got our first bingo on this card. Holds on to ultimate for quite a while. First bingo of the day. Basically, it's good to play aggressive, but you need to pick your timings. Also, I can't believe your Mercy went for that res. So you don't use your ultimate in, like, multiple situations. Now you've decided we are winning this team fight. No one's shooting at me. I am now just going to hit my ult button. Your ultimate gives you the opportunity to jump into the team, keep being aggressive with a massive amount of damage, and then when they think they're going to get the elim on you, you can Winston ult to go back to that full HP and then keep making a play. Instead, you jump out there and go, I'm just going to ult. Let's just do it. Why not? Remember, don't face taking D.Va too much. Because you're going to have to just... Okay, good job getting out.
I really like this kind of video. Do you think you might do it more often? Maybe weekly? I have an idea. You should name it something like Bingo Friday. Just an idea.
Nope. I mean, that's not a thing, so... Thank you with the 500 bits, Stan. Appreciate it. Thank you. I love how this team fight has been going on since... I love how your, like, random bubble ended up being perfect. Oh, this is definitely a long team fight. Okay, so... What did we learn about this whole team fight, though? Right? At no point did you, like, reset, go get your cooldowns, jump up to the high ground, try to, like, make it easier on your supports. At no point did you do that. You said, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna use my cooldowns on cooldown, and that's all I'm gonna do. So we're going to check off long team fight, which is another bingo. Let's go. No, it's not a thing. Ooh. Okay, good job getting out. Okay, good job. You don't have to go in yet. Not even now. Because if you do this, your teammates are going to be out of position. Okay. Lalara? Did you see? Look what is? This is why I was saying wait on your team. And even though you get res, this is a res that had to be used on you. And your team now has to react with a bunch of over ults just because of being too aggressive, right? Does that count for question marks? Maybe I'll decide after this round. Do not ult that room. Do not. Okay, thank you. I'm at the point now where, you know what? I'm just going to... this whole sequence of events is just question marks at this point. This whole sequence of events, we're checking it off now. Does that sound good? You go from jumping up to the high ground, forcing out your teammates' ultimates because they have to go and save you. They res you. They use res in that situation. Your teammates make a play off of that. You then go into a hallway where you have the number advantage to begin with, and then you ult when you have, like, full HP. Oh, I got a bubble now. Yep, there it is. If you jump in here. If you jump in. Okay, good. Do not jump in right now. So one bit of advice I'm still going to give you here is try not to bubble as much as you are. You're just bubbling to bubble. And when you do that, you're not giving yourself opportunity to get the full value of what bubble brings to your team. You can LOS heals with that. You can prevent damage for your teammates initially. You can, but you're bubbling to bubble. Like even that, like that bubble there is okay because they're chasing your teammates, but like, think about why you're using your bubble. And then that is how you'll improve your bubble usage. Because if you go, why'd I bubble there? And then you go, I don't know. Well, then you need to figure out why you want to bubble. Bubble. Yep, there it is. Like, so do you see what you're doing there, by the way? Instead of bubbling your team to escape or bubbling like in a different situation, you are legitimately bubbling to bubble. And then you're face tanking a diva inside of that bubble. And then you switch to Ramatra. If you need to be on the cart there to help your team, and you need to be able to stagger on the cart, what is the best way that you can do that? You're going to Winston ult, right? You're going to Winston ult the point because you're going to be able to get it off of just the few people in front of you. And then that gives your team opportunity to hold the point. So I'm actually going to check a box off here. I'm going to check off no one touches the point/cart because this is a situation where if you actually stayed there as Winston, you would have been able to touch that cart. And I'm not saying it would have necessarily resulted in a victory for your team. But what I will say, you could have easily touched the point there. We'll see what happens going to this next round here. Here we go. They have an Orisa now. Okay. I'm going to pause again to show you what is happening with your bubbles. You're not getting any value with that. Like, you're jumping in and you're just not getting value with it. You're just jumping in and bubbling. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like that, actually. Oh, a bubble! I didn't expect that! I mean, we kind of count this Torb as an optimistic flank now, too. Be careful here. Don't use your...
Score 3-3.
They could have tossed the point. Stop bubbling. Also, you could have touched the point. Let's check off the bingo card now. First of all, let's check off optimistic flank. We'll count that for the Torb and the Winston. All right. People run to the point 1 by 1 during overtime. That's another bingo. After a team fight is won, the team doesn't take that map control. Checking that one off for another bingo. There we go. Okay, be careful of the... If you see someone, it does not mean hit the bubble button. This bubble's okay, actually, technically. Okay, now we're back again to the... I think you're just gonna win this game. The only way you don't win this is if, like, something ridiculous happens. Wait, it touched. No, you're good. Okay. You got the dub. All right, so here's where we're at. I'm just gonna assume somebody got stuck on an object so we can get 2 more bingos. I think somebody got stuck on an object at some point, probably at some point. Stuck on object one I think happened a while ago, but there we go. Listen, after watching that game, my biggest advice to you is this: your bubble usage. If you see someone, it does not mean hit your bubble button. Second of all, when you have your ultimate, the Winston ultimate is like an extension of the team fight that's happening. If you're Winston ulting randomly at like your spawn doors to then jump into a team for 3 seconds of your Winston, you're not gonna get any value. Work on your ultimates. I'm not even talking about from like being able to juggle them. Just use them in better opportunities, which we explained. And don't bubble to bubble. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. Sub to all 3 YouTubes if you have a lot of awesome videos on there. We record these live on stream, as you can tell, with the chat right down there, which is always a good time. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. My Discord's there. With that being said, hope you all have an amazing day/night.